Welcome to The Explainer. Let's forget about perfect grammar for a moment. Today, we're going to unlock 5 simple skills that will make a huge difference in how confidently you speak English in just everyday situations. So let's start with the feeling that, well, I bet a lot of you have felt this. You've studied the vocabulary, you know the words are right there in your head, but when it's actually time to speak, it just feels slow, difficult, and honestly kind of tiring.
But you know what? Here's the big secret. Having a great conversation isn't about having perfect grammar or knowing 1,000 fancy words. Nope. The real goal is just connection. And by focusing on just a few key communication skills, you can make a massive difference. That's exactly what we're going to dive into today. So, what's on the menu today? Well, here's our roadmap. We're building your very own communication toolkit with 5 super important skills. We'll start with greetings, then move on to asking questions, learn how to express yourself, figure out what to do in those confusing moments, and finally, wrap it up by mastering some really useful polite phrases.
All right, let's jump right in with skill number 1, something you're going to do all the time, greeting people and introducing yourself with a bit of confidence.
Okay, just look at this. See how simple and honestly predictable these are? And that's a good thing. They're almost like a script. Once you get these fixed phrases down, you can use them again and again. That predictability, it's your best friend for building confidence right at the start of any chat. And this is a perfect example of just how handy these simple phrases are. It doesn't matter if you're meeting a new neighbor, talking to someone in a shop, or you're at a party. A simple hello is all you need. It's friendly and it really opens the door to a real conversation. All right, on to skill number 2. This is the next logical step, right? After you said hello, you're often going to need to ask for some information. So the big takeaway here, the most important thing is to really get these question words down. What, where, when, how, and how much. Seriously, think of them like keys. They unlock any information you could possibly need, from finding your way somewhere to asking the price of a coffee. And here we go, a perfect real-world example. You're in a store, you're ready to pay. This simple question gets you exactly what you need. And did you notice the excuse me and please? Those little words are so powerful, and we're actually going to come back to them in a bit. Okay, moving on to skill number 3. This one is so important for making real connections. This is where we go beyond just asking for facts and start sharing a little bit about yourself, how you're feeling and what you might need. Being able to say these simple things is incredibly powerful. It's really the difference between just watching a conversation happen and truly being a part of it. You can order food, you can share when you're excited, or you can ask for help. It makes the conversation about you and your experience. Okay, now lean in for this one, because this is a golden phrase. I would like. This is one of the most useful and polite ways you can say what you need. It just sounds so much softer and more natural than demanding I want. All right, skill number 4. I love this one because it is a huge confidence booster. Because let's be real, there will be moments when you don't understand something. It happens to everyone. The key is just having a plan so you don't panic. And this is that plan. So instead of doing that thing where you just kind of nod and hope you understood, right? You follow this simple 3-step plan. First, get their attention politely. Second, just state the problem simply. And third, make a specific request. This puts you right back in control of the conversation and makes it super easy for the other person to help you out. And this is such a great example of why being specific helps so much. Just saying, I don't understand, can be a little confusing for the other person. But when you can pinpoint the exact word you don't know, like gelato, they can instantly help you and the conversation just keeps on flowing. And here we are, our 5th and final skill. This is all about the social glue that really holds conversations together. We're talking about those small, polite phrases that make every interaction feel smoother and more respectful. They make a huge difference, I promise. I mean, just think about it. How many times a day do you use these phrases in your own language? Thank you, I'm sorry, have a nice day. They're absolutely essential for everyday life, from buying a coffee to ending a chat with a friend. Using them shows respect and just makes you sound super friendly. All right, before we wrap this up, I've got a little bonus tip for you. This is a small secret that's going to make understanding fast, casual English so much easier. So in your textbook, you probably learned going to. But let me tell you, in a real casual chat, you're almost always going to hear gonna. Same thing with want to. It becomes wanna. These are called reductions. Now, you don't have to say them yourself, but just knowing they exist and training your ear to catch them, it will unlock a whole new level of understanding for you.
So there you have it. Let's do a super quick recap of your brand new toolkit. You now have strategies for starting conversations, asking for what you need, sharing how you feel, handling any confusion, and of course, being polite. These 5 skills are your foundation for speaking with real confidence.
And look, please remember, the goal here is not to be perfect. It's about communicating. Real confidence comes from practice, not from knowing every single word in the dictionary. So my challenge to you is this. Try using just one of these phrases today. That's a fantastic start.
And that just about does it for our explainer today. So I'll leave you with one final question to think about. With these new tools in your communication kit, what is the very first conversation you're going to